folks, it's Shirley Young from Handmade by Shirley, and welcome back to my channel. So today I've come on to do a nice little cute Gummiapan card. So it's the Llama. I'm not sure what the actual name. Let's see. So it's this Llama. So it's dies till Llama mid hals. So if that, I don't know if that's retired now, as being retired, which or you know, it's available anymore. So what I got this at the Stamp Kitchen event that I went to last year with Mesa Print with Matthew and Anne for Gummiapan UK, and I got a lucky bag or a goodie bag, and this was in the goodie bag with some other nice dies and stamps. So I thought I'd make a wee card using the Gummiapan Gras, which I just got recently. So it's just called Gras with 2 dots up the top, and I made this little card. I coloured this in with my alcohol inks. I did a bit of stenciling with one of the Gummiapan stencils, which is stencil number 52, and it's got stuck in my lamp cord. There we go. So this is what I used on there, just to give it a wee bit more of looking like the llama is outdoors. So I thought I'd make this wee card for you, and let's get started. So now I've got some, I do have a linen base here, so I can make this slightly bigger. So what I did, this die actually cuts into the card. So if you just bear with when I cut it out, I'll show you what I mean. So I've cut two colours of green, so a darker green and a sort of lighter green. So obviously I'm only going to be able to cut one at a time because it's one die. So I'll cut the limier colour, and I'll show you what I mean by it cuts into the card, but you probably know anyway. So the camera will wobble because I've still not got a solution to having my die cutting machine on some other piece of furniture. I am thinking I've got a little mobile sort of storage unit, so I'm thinking I could put it on that, but I haven't done that yet. So this is what I mean by it cuts into the card. So I'll be cutting along here, but first of all I'm going to do this darker green one as well first, and then I can show you what I mean. So I don't think it was too bouncy, but I did notice on some of my videos that the camera bounced quite a bit. So popping that back, and there's my dark green one cut out. There we go. So yeah, so it cuts into the card. So I just want to, what I did was I just snipped up to the cut, that released it, and the same here, I just snipped away to that first cut, and then I was left with this nice piece of greenery. So just do the same here. That should, yep, release it like that. There we go. And I mean, if you wanted, if you do this, if you have this die, you could reuse it and do something like that as well. So that's my grass. So what I did was I just did it straight on to my, on that one I did it on smoother card, so I just did it straight onto the card. So I'm not sure with this one, I might do it straight on. I better bring it up a bit. I might do it straight onto the card, I might not, quite decided yet. So I need to cut this one down because I want these ones to be the same length, but I want them to look like that. So I'm just going to cut that bit off, and that'll make it the same, or I can have it the other way around. So just like that, and then that would go on my card there. So I think I will just do it onto the card base. So I've got this number 52 stencil, which is a kind of leafy type stencil. And I might do it on the opposite side this time instead of the left. So I might do it on the right. I think I'll do it on the right hand side. And I've got, I think I used, what did I use for this? Now I've been using lots of different things. I made backgrounds on my last video if you've looked at that. So I've got a few different things. So I think I just used this Versaclear Shady Lane because I thought that was quite nice. And I just used some blending brushes to do that. So I just load up my brush and then I just decide which parts of it I want. So I think I'll have definitely this part here, and this will give me a lot more texture because of the grain of the linen card. And I just wanted wee bits of it. I didn't want like the whole thing, just wanted little bits. It was just to add a little bit of colour and a little bit of interest into the card. So I'm not going back into the ink pad again, I'm just using the brush, what's on the brush, to finish it off. So that'll give me a couple of different tones of that green colour. So I'll just have a look. Yeah, that's fine. So take that off, and that's that half. So you can see that when I first went in it was really dark, and then I just used the ink that was left on my brush to do the rest of it. And that gave that sort of gradient, which is quite nice. So let's look at the grass. Let's see which we put on first. So I'm going to go with this first. So I'm going to use wet glue just to pop this down. I'm not going to put glue on the actual grass strands. I'm just going to put it on this bit here at the back. And then I'm just going to pop it up slightly over to there. It doesn't matter that that bit's there, it's fine because I don't mind that. And then I'm going to pop the darker one over the top. And the same again, just the glue on this bottom part here. Like that. Just there we go. Now let's go on to the bit with the llama. So what I did for that is just get a piece of paper over here, hopefully, or a bit of card even. Should have some. That's a bit of not the right colour. Let's just use this stuff here. Right. So just chop it in half because you don't need that whole piece. So what I did first was I stamp the llama and then cut him out. So I'm going to stamp the llama just in black Memento ink. And he is a really funny, cheeky little chap. Once he's stamped, he looks great. So just put that on. Just give it a little bit of pressure. And then lift him up. Now, I might do that again because it's not as dark as I'd like it to be. So I'm just inking it up again. I'm going to turn it round and just do it again. Just give a wee bit more pressure this time. There we go. Yeah, that's better. So, and then after I did that, oh, got a little bit of, I'll just wipe this ink away. There we go. So what I did after that was I just blot that in case there's any. No, it's fine. I just used, oh, excuse me. I just used my Montmartre markers. And then what I did was I just used, for this one, I just used a sort of darker grey and then the lighter, that ecru colour to do his body. Like so, just leave him here so you can see him. So I'm going to do that again. So I think I used the Arctic Grey and that ecru. So what I went, oh, wrong one. I went round with the fine tip, just round the edge of the llama's body in different places where I thought light and shadow might be cast, so the dark shadow is kind of coming in from the right hand side, like that. And then underneath the scarf where you'd probably have a bit of shadow as well. And then down that side of his leg, underneath you'd have a bit of something as well, and then just all the way round this sort of side as well, which should, if the shadow was coming on that side, he would have a bit of shadow there, like that. And then I did a wee bit on his face as well, like so. So that just, you know, gives it a bit of contrast. And then I just went over it with the ecru, yeah, with the bigger tip. And then you can actually see, once it's all blended in, you will see it looks a lot better with a wee bit of shading with that on the top. It doesn't look flat, it looks like it's a bit more 3D. That's what I'm trying to say. It's probably not quite the right colours for a llama, but you know. So I'll change to the smaller tip now because I'm in that smaller area, and just go over all that grey just so that it blends in a bit. And yeah, just go around all these bits again. Make sure it's kind of blended. That looks good. Yep. Just put a wee bit on there as well. Not much on his face. And then that's what I did. And then I came in with this raw sienna and I did his feet. Just did them brown. I didn't go over any areas. And then I gave him some pink, or gave her, him, her, whatever you want to say, some pink ears as well. Just, and the lips, I made them a bit pink. And then I just decided to colour in a colour of a scarf. So this time I'm going to change it up and do let's do a red scarf. So I'm going to use these two colours, vermilion or vermicelli and scarlet red. So the scarlet red I would see is, let's see, that's the vermicelli. Yeah, the scarlet red is darker. So that fold there would be darker. I would see that all that bit round there, and round there probably, down here. Oh, and possibly a wee bit here as well, and there. And then I just go over it with the lighter one. So just using the fine tip, because obviously it's a smaller area even, not area, and just, there we go, and then all I need to do is cut it out with the die cut and stick it on to my card, and then put a little sentiment. I'll just try and get rid of that sticky. So it fits perfectly over the top like that, and then I'm just going to cut that out. I need to cut it again because it's a bit, I think it's moved slightly. Will I cut it, or will it, do you think it'll look okay? I think it looks fine. I think it's just slipped very slightly. So all I need to do now is to take this off and just pop it together. So I'll just pop it on glue. I could have put it on foam pads to bump it up a bit, but I'm just going to do it on with glue. And then just decide if it's going to go here, there. I think I'm just going to put him or her just here. So the reason I didn't actually, if I could get them up, I'm just going to pop it in there, I think. Just on there. Well, the reason I didn't glue them, but I think I've glued the other bit too far down. So one more thing just remains is to pop on a little sentiment, which I got from the Barbara Gray Feel Good Factor stickers. And I've had these for a while, so I don't know if you can get those either. So I just, on that one I put Get Groovy. On this one I'm going to put something different probably. Let's just see what I've got here. Let's just write Be Kind. And they are sticky, but I do like to just make sure that they stay on the card for the recipient, and then the card doesn't fall apart. So just on this left side here, I'm going to add that. Be kind. And that is my little card. I hope you have enjoyed watching. I made it, and you're inspired. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll be back again soon with something else. Bye for now.